Hello and welcome to Let's Play 2 2016. This is 2K, and this is a new series. We're going to be trying something a little new here. It is a TNA series. I'm going to be doing the booking sort of ahead of time and going through the shows. This booking actually took me 30 to 40 minutes, looking at the clock right now. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it off camera. And the other is I kind of go back and forth on things a bunch as I'm doing this. So, and I sometimes have to look up, like, hey, what's been going on with these characters in TNA? Because I don't watch TNA on the regular. I don't even get Pop Network on my cable package. So, yeah, I'm booking it very different than my other TNA series. This is going to be embracing the, insanity of the final deletion, sort of upping it and upping it and upping it. I have the storylines written out sort of as if they were comic books. So volume 1, volume 1, volume 1, and volume 1. And comic books is kind of my guidance for this. So I'm kind of doing different storylines as if they're crossover events, the smaller storylines as if they're self-contained events inside of comic books, and using that formula to push a wrestling narrative. It's interesting to me how I can sort of make that work, or if maybe I can't make it work. Who knows? But we'll see. It's still a wrestling show. It's not a full-on like superhero battle show. But I mean, TNA, let's face it, they need something to shake it up. So let's see if this can be it. Start the show with some pre-show stuff. That's non-canon. And we need to get a 61 at least. Ooh, okay. Well, Impact starts out with Ethan Carter III in the ring with Mike Bennett, Moose, Maria, and Dixie Carter. Dixie Carter's going to start us off by saying that the finals of the Bound for Glory playoff is EC3 versus Mike Bennett. And Maria and Bennett then cut a promo on Dixie Carter, Ethan Carter III, nepotism in general. Bennett claims that he's going to rise above the nepotism with his big insurance policy, Moose. EC3 responds that it would take a miracle for Bennett to win, all right. Yuck yucks. And about that insurance, Carter had that taken care of because next week it's Ethan Carter III versus Mike Bennett in a cage. Winner goes on to Bound for Glory main event. Maria stays in the ring. Make a knockout announcement. Since neither Jade nor Gail Kim are worthy to fight Sienna, we're going to see a new challenger, and that match is next. And Sienna beats Madison Rayne, basically squashing her. There's a graphic showing that later on we're going to see an update from the Hardys from Cameron. And then we get Eli Drake and Robbie E. in a 10-minute competitive match, Eli Drake going over. Eli Drake is celebrating when James Storm's going to come out with the King of the Mountain Championship, clapping sarcastically. Eli's going to smirk and motion for James to come bring it, come on down. And then James Storm gets blindsided by Lashley. Lashley's pummeling the Cowboy around the arena, and Josh Matthews tells us that the main event tonight is James Storm versus Lashley for the King of the Mountain title. It's actually for all the titles. Oh, this did not go over well. But Andrew Everett wins this match and would be in line for a shot at the X Division Championship held by Bobby Lashley. Rosemary is on the farm she grew up on. She thanks Bram for returning, and if he thinks she's crazy. Bram takes a second to respond, and Rosemary looks down dejected and dispirited. Bram says she's nice, real nice, but something's not right at all with her. Rosemary agrees and asks if that's it then. Bram nods and just goes to turn around, walk away. Rosemary calls out, "Those who know cannot live," and from the barn rush the rest of Decay. Bram is caught unaware and the beating is quick. Abyss lifts the still body of Bram and the trio walk out of sight. Oh wow, then we get the American Wolves with Davey Richards carrying, beating Spud and Tyrus because I don't know, one's a wee little and one's a big one, so it felt fun, and they're both listed as heels. I don't know. Drew Galloway's backstage. He cuts a promo on Moose and Bennett, saying he wants revenge. He wants it soon. He tells Mike Bennett, "See you next week." Then Moose defeats Mandrews with his discus lariat. Game breaker. Jeff Hardy is seen busting into the house of Matt Hardy, muttering to himself about what changed with his brother. As he climbs through a window, he is met by Matt Hardy, standing right in front of him. "Brother Nero, I knew you'd come," Vanguard 1 told me. The drone flies in behind Matt and over behind Jeff and over to Matt like a pet bird. Jeff goes to attack, but Matt stops him. "I will not stop you from entering my abode, Brother Nero, but be warned, what you see will change the way you view the world itself." Jeff shakes his head and walks past Matt. He continues down the hall until he spots a room marked "No Entry." He opens the door to enter a room with only a wooden chair and the words "Stop the End of the World" scrawled on the wall. Jeff turns to ask Matt what the hell, but Matt cracks him in the head with a baseball bat and drags Jeff to the chair as the scene fades. And then in the main event, Bobby Lashley beats James Storm by submission, and he wins the King of the Mountain title. He now holds all 3 championships. Ooh, we're going to need to move to a different show position in order to keep our show. Anyway, that is our first episode of TNA. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.